You wake up. Your body is already running a biological sequence that's been active for millennia. Your heart rate climbs, temperature rises, and your stomach, that acid-filled pouch, is awake, active, and waiting. What will you give it first? This isn't about warm lemon water. The actual biology of your morning gut is far more fascinating. I'll show you what's happening inside: the hormones, the acid chemistry, and the 38 trillion microorganisms waiting to be fed. Once you understand the why, the answer to this video's title will be obvious. Every morning, 30 to 45 minutes after waking, your cortisol levels spike by 38 to 75%. This is the cortisol awakening response, a sharp hormonal shift that happens in most healthy adults regardless of sleep or stress. Cortisol isn't just a stress hormone, it's essential, making you alert and activating your entire digestive system. It signals your gut, "We're awake, prepare for incoming." But here's the critical part. Prolonged elevated cortisol suppresses the protective mucus lining your stomach wall. Your stomach produces hydrochloric acid, pH 1.5 to 3.5, to kill pathogens and aid digestion. This acid is essential, but the mucus layer is the only thing protecting your stomach cells from it. So in the morning, your cortisol is peaking and your protective lining is under maximum stress. Then, many people reach for coffee. Caffeine directly stimulates cortisol release. Drinking coffee in that first 30 to 45 minutes when your cortisol is already spiking stacks spikes. This intensifies the suppression of your protective lining, and you're adding an acidic beverage, coffee pH 4 to 5, to an already highly acidic stomach, with a compromised coating and no food to buffer it. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman suggests waiting 90 to 120 minutes for caffeine to avoid this cortisol stacking. Understanding this mechanism allows you to make an informed choice. While you sleep, your stomach empties. By morning, it's clean, and the gastric acid is at full concentration. Your stomach manages this acid with mucus, bicarbonate, and rapid cell replacement, but the system needs support. This is where warm water comes in. Drinking warm water first thing on an empty stomach dilutes the concentrated acid, stimulates fresh mucus production, activates peristalsis, digestive movement, and rehydrates your system after hours without fluid. Warm water relaxes digestive muscles, unlike cold water, which can constrict them. Think of it as warming up a high-performance engine. Your digestive system needs a gentle start. You wake up mildly dehydrated daily, and your digestive enzymes need water to function. 1 to 2 glasses of warm or room temperature water before anything else is a basic act of biological support. Now, let's talk about your microbiome. You carry approximately 38 trillion microbial cells, roughly half your total cell count. These aren't passengers. They run metabolic processes you can't live without. They synthesize vitamins, produce short-chain fatty acids that fuel your colon, regulate your immune system, 70% of immune cells are in your gut, and produce 90 to 95% of your body's serotonin. Your gut is central to mood and mental clarity. These microorganisms, like Lactobacillus, Bifidobacterium, Akkermansia, and Faecalibacterium prosnitzi, have individual functions and nutritional needs. After an 8-hour fast, they've been running on reserves. Your first meal is their first feeding since dinner. What do they eat? Fermentable prebiotic fiber. Fiber your human enzymes can't break down, but your gut bacteria ferment, producing short-chain fatty acids that keep your colon healthy, blood sugar stable, and appetite modulated. This cascade starts with a single breakfast choice. The standard modern breakfast often works against this biology. Sugary orange juice, devoid of fiber, causes a rapid blood sugar spike and crash, leading to that mid-morning energy slump. Most commercial cereals are essentially candy, offering minimal protein or beneficial fiber, spiking blood sugar and feeding pathogenic bacteria. These aren't deliberate bad choices, but cultural defaults based on a lack of information. Your body's cells contain molecular clocks, regulating metabolic processes. Your digestive organs operate on these clocks. Your liver and pancreas are most active and insulin sensitive in the morning. The same amount of carbohydrates eaten at 8 a.m. causes a smaller blood sugar spike than at 8 p.m. Your entire digestive apparatus is primed in the morning. Eating then isn't forced, it's what your body has prepared for. There's also the second meal effect. The fiber in your breakfast influences how your body handles carbohydrates at lunch. Soluble fiber slows gastric emptying, creating a more gradual absorption curve that extends into your next meal. Your first meal sets your metabolic tone for the day. So, specifically, what should your stomach receive first every morning? Water. 300 to 500 milliliters warm or room temperature before anything else. Rehydrates, stimulates mucus, activates peristalsis, dilutes acid. Takes 3 minutes. Delay coffee. Wait at least 30 to 45 minutes, ideally 90 minutes, for the cortisol awakening response to peak and decline. Have coffee with or after food, not on an empty stomach, to buffer its impact. Eat within 1 to 2 hours of waking, not immediately, but not at noon. Your metabolic machinery is most ready in the morning. Build your meal around prebiotic soluble fiber, whole oats, not instant, chia seeds, flax seeds. This feeds your gut bacteria, setting up the butyrate-producing cascade. Adequate protein, 25 to 40 grams. Your muscles are most receptive to amino acids after an overnight fast. Eggs, 12 to 14 grams per 2 eggs, are excellent, especially paired with Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. A fermented food, plain Greek yogurt, kefir, fermented cottage cheese. Research shows fermented foods increase microbiome diversity and decrease inflammatory markers. This sequence is not complicated or expensive. It aligns directly with what your digestive system is primed for. A cortisol spike on top of a full, properly fed stomach is vastly different from one on a fasting, acidic, unprotected gut. We have a pharmaceutical industry built around the consequences of an unsupported gut. Many prescriptions for digestive issues could be mitigated by understanding basic gut biology. Your gut has its own nervous system, immune system, produces 90% of your serotonin, and houses 38 trillion microorganisms. It's a sophisticated, active system. Every morning, you have a decision point, 365 times a year. You can work with this system, give it water, fiber, protein, time, or unknowingly work against it. Most people have been working against it, not out of malice, but lack of knowledge. The extraordinary thing is how fast your gut responds to support. Measurable shifts in microbiome composition can happen in as little as 3 to 4 days. Your gut isn't holding a grudge, it responds to what you give it now. Tomorrow morning, before your phone, before coffee, remember the system inside you that woke up with you waiting. Give it water first. Everything else follows.